Welcome, I'm Miss Nicole. So we're going to be cooking some scallion pancakes today because it's AAPI month. May is AAPI month and it's very important to me because I'm an Asian American woman, I'm Korean, and I want to share some of my culture with you guys. So I'm going to be cooking a scallion pancake recipe that's a combination recipe out of two different cookbooks that we have in our system. So one of them is this lovely Real Korean cookbook that we have in our Buckle system. Love it. She has a couple of different cookbooks, so feel free to check those out. And then this is one we actually have at the Hoboken Public Library, the Asian Market Cookbook. So you can check that out. Actually, after I'm done with this, I'll put it back on the shelf and check it back in. So you can come and find this one. So let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get some of our ingredients together. So this is actually a very, very simple recipe, and you can, adjust it or modify it however you want. So in this case, we're just going to need 1 egg, 3/4 of a cup of water, and 3/4 of a cup of flour, and a tablespoonful of salt. And again, you can adjust this or modify this however you want based on your own personal taste. So, and also as many scallions as you would like to add to your particular pancake. I'm going to probably add a lot to mine, so that's why I have so many cut up. So let's combine our ingredients and see how it goes. So we're just going to combine the egg, the water, the flour, and salt. And again, you can modify this if you want to adjust it or add a little bit more water. If you see you need a little bit more, just add it, combine it in, just mix that up. Make sure it's very well combined. Make sure I get all that egg mixed up in there. And it's okay if it's a little lumpy in there, so just make sure you mix everything well. And it's going to start to look a little bit like pancake batter, so I'm sure everybody here has made pancakes before. I know I have, but not in a long time. It's going to look a little bit like that kind of pancake batter, so have that nice consistency. So if you feel like you need a little bit more flour, you want a little bit more liquid in there, you can definitely add some more in. But that's basically it. So I'm going to add some scallions. I'm going to put a nice handful of scallions in there, and you can always add more as you're cooking. So I'm just going to add some in there. Add some in there. So now we're going to move over to the frying pan. Add some of those scallions, get that nice color in there. That's good. Nice and pretty. So now I'm going to add about 3/4 of a tablespoon of vegetable oil. Now it's kind of important to not put too much oil in there, because otherwise it's going to get really, really greasy, and that's not what we want. So I'm going to eyeball it. I'm going to do a little bit of oil. And again, I can add more, but you can't take away. So I'm just going to see if this is enough. You want to make sure that your pan is coated. Make sure that's all coated in there. Sure. I got my frying pan. Now I want to try to get this hot. Try to get this hot before you put any of the batter in. So scallion pancakes are actually one of my favorite things to eat. I've been eating them since I was a kid. I used to go to Korean restaurants with my family. We used to get them. They're always my favorite. And the nice thing is, like I said, you can modify them however you want. You can put seafood in them. Squid, it's just so good, and it's so easy to make at home. Like, these are very, very easy. So I'm going to wait for this to heat up a little bit. Before we do that, I'm just going to keep swirling it all around. See, make sure it's evenly distributed. And when you're doing this, if you want to add seafood or anything, you just add it into the batter, and then you just cook it all at once. There's no extra work involved. You don't separate anything out. You just add it all into the same pancake. It all cooks at the same time. So this should hopefully be another minute or so. And it's nice because you can cook this, and it's it can be, you could eat it as a meal itself, but it's also a nice appetizer to any other kinds of dishes that you want to make. And in Korean culture, there's a lot of emphasis on vegetables and meat and different things. So it's a lot of small dishes. So you can do anything. So, all right, this seems like hot enough. So let's see. I'm going to try to make a slightly larger size pancake, so let's see how that goes. Put some of this in here. Swirl this around, make it sort of circular. you know, pancake-like, as much like a pancake as possible. And you want to try to do it about 5 to 6 minutes on each side to make sure that everything gets crispy. So keep making sure this is evenly distributed. So you can kind of see as you go that the edge is going to start to get brown and get crispy. So I want to make sure that this gets nice and hot, and just make sure and keep moving the edges around so it doesn't stick. Let's see. Just hear that nice sizzling noise. That's what we want. And again, you don't want to use that much oil. I think I maybe use like a little bit too much oil, but again, it's a work in progress, right? So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, you can see that's starting to move around, and you just want to make sure it doesn't stick. It's getting nice and brown. See? And again, you can add more scallions in here if you want, if you think, oh, you want more, because we cut up so much. So you can definitely add in more if you want. So I'm going to see, I'll lift this edge up to see a little bit if it's ready to flip. I don't think so, but nope, not ready yet. You want to make sure each side is very crispy and brown. So just have to be a little bit patient while you do this, but trust me, the end result is so good. Everybody say hi to Michelle. She's my camera person. She's doing a great job of doing the camera stuff. She helped me test these over the weekend, and they turned out really, really well. I had a little trouble flipping at some point, flipping the pancake at one point, but you know, it's all good. All good. It's part of cooking, right? It's part of the cooking process. So, all right, this one might be good to flip. Getting there. Nope, still a little more time. See, you just got to keep checking it and making sure you're moving it around. So make sure that it cooks evenly. So it's nice to have a kitchen with good ventilation. You got windows open, you know, so that your whole kitchen doesn't smell like fried food afterwards, but it's not the worst. Fried food's so good. Not the worst. Let's see. So if you can see, we're getting some of that nice color on the bottom, so that's good. So I'm going to flip this one over. Hopefully not burn myself. There we go. For now, the key is to just make sure that you get that nice color on the other side as well. I'm just going to press this down a little bit. Make sure you get that nice color. See, look how pretty that is. It's so nice. It's a little oblong, but I mean, it'll still taste good even if it's not a perfect circle, right? And here's a nice sizzle. And once you make the first one, the other ones will go faster because the pan is already heated up. So after this, the pancakes will start to go a little bit faster. So and again, if you want to make this at home, it's very, very easy. You just need a few ingredients, things you probably already have in your house, you know. And then after I finish this, I'm going to show you guys how to make the dipping sauce, which again is very, very simple. Literally just 2 things combined. This looks like it's almost done too. See, we're getting that nice color. Oh, so pretty. All right, let me get a plate so I can put this on. So pretty. So pretty. Look how pretty that is. Right, Michelle? It's so pretty.
Amazing.
So pretty. All right, so I'm going to take this off the heat. Looks so good. All right, so like I said, look, easy, simple. Yeah. Easy, simple. Michelle doesn't want me to burn the kitchen down. She wants me to turn the heat off. So I'm going to make one more. I'm going to make one more.
Gonna make one more.
This is so pretty. That's so nice, right? So like I said, now that we did one, the rest are going to go pretty fast because the pan is already hot. So you can already see, you can already hear that sizzle. So with this recipe, you can probably get about 2 big pancakes out of this, or like maybe 4 small ones. So I'm going to do the bigger ones just kind of easier, but make this a little bit more, hopefully a little more circular. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm just someone who really likes cooking and baking. If you guys saw my last video, the pie video. But again, so this is going to be a little faster, and you might need a little more oil, but you got to use your best judgment and, you know, eyeball it as best you can. So you're going to add a little more oil in there, just sticking. But again, you're going to try to go away from using too much oil, because then it just gets really greasy. But all right, so I'm going to try to do this with the edges again. So again, the pan is already hot, so it's, you know, already pancake's already getting nice and crispy. I can hear it and I can see it. So I'm trying to edges up. Yep, it's already getting nice and crispy on the bottom. So I might do this another minute and then flip this one over. So it just keeps going faster and faster because the pan is already hot. So yep, see that nice color and that nice color again. See, ooh, good. So try to flip this one over without killing myself again. Ooh, now it's a little messier. Again, I'm not a professional, but let's turn this down a little bit. A little too crispy, you know what I mean? So it's stuck. And again, you gotta use your best judgment with the vegetable oil, just enough so that it doesn't stick, but try not to use too much. So, and again, this is just a recipe, you know, a combination of recipes, you know, that I got from the library, you know, from cookbooks that I got from the library. So if I can do it, and I'm not the best chef, like anybody can do this. So again, this is very, very easy. It makes a really good snack. It's a very good snack if you're like, I just need something quick and easy and with stuff I already have in my house. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna plate. This one's almost ready too. And a nice color. All right, this one's good. Nope, a couple more seconds. I'm just not quite as brown as I'd like. And if you're really creative, you can make fun shapes. Like clearly I'm not doing this on purpose, but it's coming into like a fun shape. Like the way people do with pancakes, you know, making it into Mickey Mouse or something.
It's a flower.
Make it into a flower, yeah, if you're really creative. I don't know, what other fun shapes are there? Make like a sunflower or something, or try to make something fun. Make like a heart shape, that would be kind of fun. Still a little bit. All right, that's probably good. All right, cool. So we have our pancakes, yay. So you can see already like the difference in color because of this, you know, this was already, you know, from the hot pan, this was us doing it from scratch. So that's good. So you can see, you know, all the batter is pretty much gone. We used most of it. So, all right, now we're gonna make our dipping sauce. So in this case, we're literally just using, soy sauce and white wine vinegar. That's it. So the recipes in the book, they say 2-to-1 ratio for this, but I actually discovered that using the putting more soy sauce in here was actually a little bit like tastier in my opinion, because the white wine vinegar is very, very strong. So in this case, we're just gonna do 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar. And then we're gonna do 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, because the saltiness of the soy sauce is nice and it cuts the vinegar, so that's cool. And that's it. That's literally it. So now you have the perfect dipping sauce to go with the scallion pancake. How nice is that? How pretty is that? So good. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. So if you guys have any questions, you know, I'm here, but thank you so much for helping me to celebrate AAPI month with my cooking demo. And I hope that you guys come see me at the library and celebrate AAPI month in your own way. So thank you so much. Bye.